I think like Names of the Game is still one of my favorite ones. It's still one of my favorite promos. But it's still EA Sports. It's maybe it's just season 2. I don't know. Boys, we're gonna go in today. A little go in is a relative term because they haven't fixed any of the problems, so we're not spending the big money. People are still banned. People didn't get their stuff back. There's no make rights. And I hate to, and I'm gonna say this every single time in the videos. It's not gonna happen because they don't care enough. Someone may care, but they don't care enough. Like, you know what I mean? So we're here. We won last night on PrizePicks. Yeah, shocker. Right? No, you're not shocked. Feel like a broken record sometimes, but we did. Nick Harbor finally gets the big card. 91 speed, 6'5". He's his LTD. He's a fantastic card. Yesman Green, right? Again, card art, fantastic. 6'2" corner, 90 speed. They crush it picking out cards and stuff. They do such a good job with some of this. Jalen Slappy at right guard. Scooby Williams, Savell Smalls, Prophet Brown. Big guy, little guy. 5'11". 5'11's fine. Again, they do such a good job on some of this stuff. They do a bad job at odds and some of that other stuff. No, I don't want to leave. I want to go check stuff out. So we are going to go through this, sort of see what happens today. Obviously, you want Nick Harbor. The problem is, if you pull Nick Harbor today, you sell him, will you be banned? Maybe. Maybe. One coin. Good. No. That was like a July 8th card. That card's old. That card is old. Double B&D pack. Double quick sell pack. Not bad for 83,000. And we get to do it again for one coin. So yeah. All right. Mine. I assume that's the last coin pack here. Mine not very good. Again, please, don't buy stuff. Okay. This one. Look here. 3,400 points gets you 186 plus. Right. You can just tell how overpriced it is because the fact that they're willing to give you 6 of them for 11,900, pretty scary. Completely overpriced. No B&Ds though in here, so shout out to you, EA Sports. However, it shouldn't be 6 of these. First off, this should not be 3,400 points. It should be like 12 of them. Someone's giving you $100. You can give someone a dozen cards, like a dozen cards from the promo that they're looking for. I think that's just a random fair number. I just doubled what you'd put out there. We will go over boosters. I'm not doing weekly boosters. I'm not doing any of the other stuff. But before we go in, check one of these out. I see a couple pulls a day on some of these packs. And we had like one, yeah. I had like one good pack for these little coin packs. And then they've all been garbage for me. Gentlemen, football is back, and there's no better place to test all that football knowledge that you have than PrizePicks. All you got to do is pick more or less, and you can win up to 2,000 times your money. We smashed last week's max discount for Travis Kelce. Not bad. This week we got a Patrick Mahomes max discount as well, so make sure you guys are using that again before Sunday. 1 passing yard, that square turns green. I'm liking these max discounts every week right now. And we've been on absolute fire lately with some of these big wins recently. You could be joining in on these wins with me. And all you need to do to join in is click on the link in the description or download the app from the App Store. Go ahead, use code CC. When you join, you will play $5 and you will get $50 in lineups added to your account. And it's never been easier to prove that you know ball. So join me over on PrizePicks. Use code CC. Let's have some fun. Let's sweat out college football, NFL, NBA, MLB. We're going to sweat it all out together, boys. Thank you so much for all your support. Checking out PrizePicks. Shout out to them for sponsoring the video today. Back to our video. If you're looking to build that Ohio State theme team, or maybe just a God Squad, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com for all your ultimate team needs. Using code CC at checkout will give you 6% off as well. Link in the description down below. Boosters. I would take either of the LTs would be fine. Nick Harbor's obviously the one who everyone is going to want to pull today. It's going to be very, very expensive. So if you do not pull him as a BND, you probably won't have him on your team. Because if you did pull the auctionable one, unless you are super duper coin rich, I would sell it and cash it out completely. As good as that card is, that's a lot of other cards you could add to your team. Misappropriation of funds is the words that we like to use in the circles here. I mean, unless he's cheap somehow, it's hard for these cards, these LTDs and all this stuff to be cheap right now. Simply because they're just not going to be shocking. There's less people playing right now, which means that there's less people spending, which means that there's less supply. And the people who are still playing pretty diehard, they want their good cards. You know what I mean? We always pull LT Overton. I think that's like the third time we've pulled that card. Oh. It's a fine pull. It's a fine pull. No, I need the flag animation. Is that what we would call it? The flag animation? That's the one I need. That's the one you're gonna have to give me today. Anything else will be not bad, just not what I want. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? You know, like, you want Wendy's, but like someone buys you McDonald's. It's fine. It's not what you want, but it's fine. 9% chance. 9% chance we get our Wendy's. Looks like we're on the extra value meal probably. Jordan Stringer, fine, 87 overall. That's a nice little 87. We're going to Wendy's, boys. It's time. We are at Wendy's officially. Oh my God, we actually did that. We actually got Nick Harbor. That's crazy. All right. All right, big. Just Nick. We'll just call him Nick, right? Call him Nick. It's not nicknames. Name's the game. It's not nicknames. You may be calling him that when you play with that card. Nick Harbor, welcome to the squad. 2 million coins. 2 million coins. You want to go buy them? That's about right. I was gonna say between 1 to 2 million, somewhere in there. Again, now that we have him BND, the only good thing about BNDs is that when you pull it, you have it. You get to use it. Not 2 though, just 1. Pain. Not a. I mean, it's not an expensive pull. Let's unplug it. I don't know. I'm gonna quick sell it. We got Nick. Let's see if we can get some training. And God, I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get banned. Beginner offers, general offers. Let's do some of these packs. What do we need? 7,900 training? Let's see if we can get back up to there. No. That isn't the waste of my life. What a terrible pack. For 140,000 coins. Sophomore pack. I guess sophomore packs are the quote unquote better ones. And we get up there. It didn't cost us the world. Maybe we could make our coins back with another Nick Harbor pull. No. All right, we did fine. I'll take it. I'm gonna sell this. We only lose X amount of coins. But that's it. I got very lucky. You're not gonna get as lucky as I did. That's unfortunate, but that is just the truth behind it all. This is one of the few times I've felt satisfied after a pack opening. And it does not make me want to pull up my wallet and do anymore right now. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.